I'm Marcee Krkosa, the author of the children's book Annie's Breakfast Surprise. Annie is a girl who lives on a farm and awakens one morning hoping to find some breakfast out on the farm with the animals. I got the inspiration from this book from my childhood days of living out in the country and from several of our family members who have farms or ranches. My own children have been super lucky to experience a bit of the farm life. My hope for Annie's Breakfast Surprise is that children will get a small taste of farm life through Annie's quest for the perfect breakfast. I'd like to share some real-life pictures from some of my own family's farm adventures. You're likely to see several similarities between them and the illustrations in Annie's Breakfast Surprise. Annie's first visit is to the duck pond. Throwing bread to ducks was always fun for my kids, as was greeting ducklings soon after they hatched. My children have a grandpa named Grandpa Lonnie, and he started off, a few years back with just a couple of sheep, and as you can see, it's grown into many, many sheep. At this point, he actually has 20 baby lambs. Here are some bunnies. They live in houses called hutches. There are several kinds of rabbits, all of which are very, very soft. This is my daughter Charlie holding a little white bunny. The dog here in this picture was named Buffalo. The dog in Annie's Breakfast Surprise is named Bingo. I named him Bingo because that's the name of a song that I loved as a child. The illustrated version of Bingo actually looks like the dog that belonged to my friends Angie and Amy, who happened to have a farm and lived right next door. This is Easter Star, a miniature horse who was born on Easter morning. My illustrator's name is Sydney Bac, and Sydney did a great job of adding in the red boots to all the pictures with Annie out on the farm. The red boots are a big part of the story. Riley first had the red boots, my oldest daughter, and then when she outgrew them, they belonged to Charlie, and then when Charlie outgrew them, Bailey had the red boots. The red boots were a necessary part of being on the farm because the ground of a farm is actually pretty messy with feathers and poop and with mud, and so all of us had rubber boots, but the red ones are always going to be very special to us. This is a picture of me with my oldest daughter Riley. She's 2 in this picture, and the horse was her Grandpa Bill's horse. Riley loved horses from this moment on. Here's a picture of Riley and her sister Charlie trying to coax one of their other grandpa's horses over to the fence. In Annie's Breakfast Surprise, Annie tries to get the horse to come over to the fence and has no success, not like Riley did in this picture. This is Opie, a cat who lived on Grandpa Lonnie's farm. The cat in Annie's Breakfast Surprise is orange, but the actual cat that caught a mouse and laid it on our doorstep was my brother's gray and white cat named Sugar Bear. This was a super fun day at Grandpa Lonnie's farm when my girls got to feed watermelon to some piglets. pigs like to eat. They will really eat just about anything. It's not unusual for a pig to weigh several hundred pounds. Goats are funny animals. They actually have a lot of personality. Some of them like to butt each other, and some of them will actually butt their owners. These next two pictures are some of my very favorites, and I definitely had to make sure that there was a goat on a haystack in Annie's Breakfast Surprise. It takes a lot of time, work, and money to keep a farm or a ranch going. For my kids, they only saw the fun side of being a farmer. They love feeding the animals, brushing them, and doing just about anything that their grandpas would let them do. Here are some bales of hay that are still out in the field.
What are you washing off the eggs? Just cook?
No, because the mom's pooped on the egg.
Oh. Is Grandpa gonna eat these eggs?
We're gonna eat the egg.
Okay.
Little freckles.
Freckles.
That's my problem when I was a kid.
Is it clean yet?
It's,
Here's Opie. Hi, Opie.
Here are some fun pictures. My oldest daughter Riley got to drive this tractor with her cousin. You may have noticed that not every farm animal was featured in Annie's Breakfast Surprise. I should have probably had cows in my book because one of our grandpas raises cattle, but when I was young, I got chased by cows, and so they've never been my favorite farm animal. I really love chickens, and I can't believe I didn't include them in Annie's Breakfast Surprise. I guess to make up for the lack of chickens in the book, I should probably write my next book all about chickens.